Good morning, good morning. Today's Saturday at 7:41 a.m. I got an offer from DoorDash to go to Walgreens and shop for 6 items. I'm going to get $12.75 for 4.7 miles. Looks like it's going to be a windy day today, and there's clouds in the sky. And I thought it was going to rain. Usually when I see clouds and it's windy like this, it means chance of rain. But according to the forecast, there's no chance of rain today. So I'm wondering if the forecast is wrong or not. Just have to wait and see. And the goal today is to make $50. I'm not taking any offers less than $9. And no ifs, ands, or buts. Just gonna stick to the $9 minimum, $2 for every mile. I'm gonna set a goal of doing 5 jobs total today and completing within a 3-hour time window. So I turned the app on at around 7:30, so 8:30, 9, so around 10:30, maybe up until 11, somewhere between 10:30 and 11 is when I'll stop working. And usually I would say 80% of the time I hit my goal, especially on a Saturday, so I don't think I'm going to have any problems today. I have had Saturdays where it has been so slow that I didn't hit the goal, so it does happen, but the majority of the time, most people are so tired they don't want to leave the house, and they have me go and do their shopping or pick up their food or whatever. And I hit my goal, especially because my goal is, it's only $50, so it's not that hard. You just have to, just got to do the work, just put the time in, and it usually works out. If I had to make $100 every day, I think it would be extremely hard to do. I mean, that means I'd have to have a window of 6 hours. I have to double it. Because it usually takes a window of about 2.5 to 3 hours for me to hit the $50. So you just double it if you wanted to make $100. And also you'd have to consider there could be even bigger lags, because there are gaps in time where people just aren't ordering. So yeah, I'm just glad I don't have to do that. And it looks like I'm shopping for some really simple items. It looks like it is some candy and what is this? Ampro Clear Ice Gel, firm, flexible hold. Looks like a hair product, some kind of hair gel in a jar, and some hairspray. So I got to go to the hair section and then go to the section that has the snacks and candy. I'll probably go over and do the hair stuff first because that's the hardest thing. And I always like to get the hardest things done first because that's where usually my patience gets tested the most. And once I get that done, there's such a feeling of relief when you get the hardest thing done that the rest is going to be gravy. All right, we're here at Walgreens. I'm going to park it, and then we're going to head on inside and shop. Approved substitute Tresemme hairspray. 2 of them. Ice hair gel. Last minute add-on, a hairbrush. Trolley gummy bites, I think. Mike and Ike's Gardetti's original recipe. We're done. Let's check out. Okay, the shopping was easy, no problems. We're going to be traveling 10 minutes, 4 miles to a house. Leave at my door. You can set it on the little table to the left. Thank you. Let's roll. So just like I thought, the hardest thing was the hairstyling products. They didn't have the type of hairspray that the customer wanted. They wanted this big can of hairspray and a specific type that they did not have. And then when I said they didn't have it, they had a lot of substitute options. Thank goodness, because it was only the third or fourth substitute option that was a match, that they actually had the product. So so that worked out just fine with the substitute for that item. And then there was a that ice hair gel, and I was in the right aisle, but I was looking in the wrong section for it. It was where I thought it would be where the regular hair paste was at, and it was not. It was where the hair products are for like African American people. They have a whole section over there, and that's where that particular gel was at. And then at the last minute, the customer added in a hairbrush. I'm like, oh, all right, now they want a hairbrush. So luckily that was also in the same aisle, so I was able to snatch that up, and I got it. And then what else happened? Well, I guess that was it. Everything else was fine. Once I went over to the candy section, I didn't have any problems there. And those Gardettos were easy to find, and that was it. So then when I went to the checkout, the guy that was the checker was stocking shelves, so I just had to kind of wait a few seconds for him to get behind the counter, and it was in and out. It was real quick. So this was pretty much an easy one. There was really no complications at all. And yeah, so it's gonna be it's a good start to the day so far. And based upon the fact that this is a house and a leave at the door, it should be really simple to complete. So I don't think I'm gonna have any issues. Currently the traffic is light, so there's no problems there. We're flowing along just fine. There's a Saturday vibe in the air, which is always good, because that means nobody is impatient. Nobody's like trying to cut through, weave through traffic to get to the freeway. There's not a lot of aggression going on at the moment, so everything seems just fine. And nothing else too exciting going on. I was at Walmart, and I'm still on the lookout for empty shelves. And there were some shelves that were low, but I'm not sure why they were low. Like I was trying to find some Lay's barbecue chips, and I was struggling to find those. It seemed like they were out of stock, and I found one behind like a bunch of other chips. And yeah, I don't think the prices were particularly higher than normal, although I didn't spend that much money at Walmart. I think I spent less than $50. I usually don't spend a lot of money at when I do my grocery shopping. I don't know why. I guess maybe it's because I just tend not to buy a lot of snacky food. I usually prepare my meals, so I buy things that are like, in bulk, and then I have them for a long period of time. Like I'll buy a big package of chicken breast, skinless chicken breast, and that will last me probably for probably 3 to 4 weeks, because I'll just pressure cook it, and then I'll portion it out, and then I'll use it as I need it. So there's really no waste with the amount of chicken that I buy. So that's kind of like the meat source. And then I buy some cans of tuna once in a while. So, oh shoot, there's all kinds of tire tread in the road. I hope I don't get a flat from it. Gosh. It's nothing worse than that, man. That stuff can puncture your tire. And right now I'm stuck behind a really slow moving garbage truck. And I really can't go around because I got to make a right at the next light. So I just got to be patient. Oh, there's 2 garbage trucks. I was dealing with this yesterday. Sometimes you just have bad luck when it comes to dealing with garbage trucks. I had to deal with garbage trucks yesterday and again today. Just try to be patient. Usually garbage trucks move real fast on the road, but I think it just depends on how heavy their load is that they're transporting. All right, now where am I going? I still got 1.4 miles to go. This is kind of a drive. Okay, stay on the right. And this building on the left's almost done. Optum. I know it's medical related, but I don't know if it's just a corporate office or if they're actually it's a place where they're gonna help treat people. Because well, it's a big parking structure that they're building, so I don't know. It's hard to know if it's a corporate headquarters. I really can't tell. Usually, if they have a big sign out front advertising, doesn't that usually mean it's corporate? I think so. Anyway, I'll have to do some research on that one. I'm always curious what new types of businesses are showing up. Yesterday's video, I mentioned that Little Caesars closed near Horizon Ridge and Eastern, but I went on Google and it shows it's still open, and I also went on to Yelp and it says it's still open. So maybe they're just getting a new sign out front. That's possible, I guess. That's the only reason why I said it was closed, because I saw the crane taking down the sign, and usually when that happens it means the business is closing. But it probably isn't closing. Maybe they're just getting a brand new sign. Although that company is hurting so badly, financially, I don't understand how can they afford to pay for new signage. I don't know. I haven't seen any news about a new logo that's come out or anything, so yeah, I don't know. It was weird. So I could be wrong. I'm gonna go later. Later today, I'm gonna go into that shopping center. Later tomorrow, I'm gonna go in that shopping center and take a closer look. Since I've got to go to the Smith's grocery store and pick up some salmon tomorrow. So that'll give me a chance to really see what's going on. And then not too much else is happening at the moment. Everything is just flowing along as we make our way closer and closer to summertime, and we get into the real hot heat. I don't think it's going to break 100 degrees today with the cloud cover. Usually when there's cloud cover, it keeps it from getting too hot right away, and we're still in May. And normally the big days where it gets hot is in June. 0.1 miles, make a right turn. All right. Oh, I haven't been over here in a while. Is this gated? Oh, I hope this isn't a gated community, because I don't have a gate code. It looks like it would be a gated community. Let's see. No, it's not gated. We're good. Alright, it's supposed to be at the end of the street on the right-hand side, the very last house. Let's see if they're right. Looking. Yeah, it's the very last house. Alright, let's do this. Thank you. Alright, it's all done. No problems. Drop off was perfectly fine. Continue dashing. $17 for 11 miles. Nope. Oh, now I gotta turn my Uber Eats app back on. I've dropped off in this neighborhood one time before in all the years that I've done this job, so I was a little thrown. I was like, I don't know this area well enough to remember what it was like. It really has the appearance of a community that would be gated, but it's not. Okay, let's see what's the traffic like. I need to make my left. Alright, so now I'm going to head back towards home. I don't think I'm going to be parking anywhere. I just haven't been lately. I haven't been in the mood to park for the 5 minutes and wait. All I've been wanting to do is just go back home. I think that just means that I'm just not in a super enthusiastic mood to work lately. All I want to do is just get those 5 jobs out of the way and be done. $4, 2.3 miles. Yeah, I just have a you do that with this job. You go through phases of interest in doing it, but you know you want the money. It's like, I want the money, so I'm like, just get it done. I always try to think of it like exercise. I'm like, get your exercise and just do it. And then, because I know that if I don't do it, I feel regret. Like, I feel like, oh, I missed out on just getting out of the house and making that money, making that extra chunk of change. It's like, why didn't I just do it? It's just for a few hours. So, yeah, we all do that. We all have that feeling that we get where we're just like not enthusiastic about doing the job, but you gotta do it. You just have to. So you just get it done. And usually it's not as painful. It's the anticipation that creates the negative thoughts, not the actual thing itself. $4.09, 2.5 miles. It's the anticipation, that feeling of like, oh, I gotta get up that energy, and what's it gonna be like, and you have all these, you become anxious of the future. But once you're in the moment doing it, it's like no big deal. It's like, whatever. $8.05, 8 miles. Yeah, it's like no big deal. The only time it really you regret doing it is when something truly terrible happens. Then you're just like, why did I even leave the house? I really shouldn't have turned the app on. But I would say 90% of the time, everything is just normal. There's absolutely nothing painful or difficult. It's all in the head. It's all mental. Especially all the years that I've been delivering. $3.42, 2 miles. Especially all the years that I have been doing this, it's like autopilot. I mean, I'm $9.43, 6.5 miles. It really is like autopilot, because I think I have seen a wide array of stressful situations doing this job for so many years that I have an answer for whatever may happen. It's like, okay, this has happened before. How did I resolve this problem? And then it becomes like autopilot to figure out the solution. I mean, as long as my brain is sharp, I can resolve it right away. $6.50, 2.4 miles. I would have taken that one normally, not today. That would have been just fine if this was yesterday. I would be taking $6, $7, $8 offers that are in the 2 mile range, but just not today. Because it's Saturday. Saturday's like one of these days where you normally get, you can easily get $9 and $10 offers. So $11.06 for 4.7 miles. Well, that sounds fine. Except, why is this guy not going? I'm like, dude, drive your car. Alright, we got the next offer, and it's coming from Uber Eats. I'm going to go to McDonald's and some other place, possibly, and get $11.06 for 4.7 miles. Let me see if I'm going somewhere else. I'm I'm going to McDonald's only, picking up 2 customers' orders. I'm pretty sure I know the quickest route to get to McDonald's now that I'm over here. Sometimes the navigation doesn't keep up with what I'm doing. Oh no! It wants me to go not to the McDonald's that I like. It wants me to go to the other one. Oh shoot. Oh man, now it's gonna be more miles. It's more like 5.1 miles now. I thought for sure it was the McDonald's on Eastern. It's not. It wants me to go to the one on St. Rose Parkway. Oh well. Whoa, I'm hitting more of those tire treads. Shoot. God, I hope I don't get a flat tire. Those tire treads from those trucks are sharp. They're like metal wires. Man. Gosh darn it. So I do not need another flat tire. I already had a flat tire last week. I don't need another one this soon. At least there's a lot of tire places here to help you, but it's time consuming to get your tire fixed. You lose a lot of time, of course. And they don't charge anything. The tire places, I don't know where you live, but here they don't charge anything to fix your tire. It's free. So, yeah, so it's a nice perk. The only problem is if the tire's damaged too severely, they'll tell you. And you have to get a whole brand new tire, and then of course that's expensive. That ain't cheap. And the way this town is, there's always so much junk in the roads all the time because of the how hot it gets here. And there's just it's a desert, and we have so many rocks here, and it's very dry, so it's very easy to find for things to end up on the road that can puncture your tires here. Well, we made it to McDonald's real quick. I didn't hit a single red light, so that's good news. I don't think both orders it's gonna be ready. Base case scenario is probably gonna be one of the orders are ready to go. Oh, where should I park? Do they have a courier parking here? A McCourier spot? Let's see. Oh, there's another trash can driver behind me. I'm just gonna park here at curbside pickup. All right, let's go in. It was a long wait. It was about a 9-minute wait. First drop-off's just 0.8 minutes from here. It's going to be a house, and it's going to be a meet at the door. We will not tip if doorbell is rang or door is knocked on. Only after instructions are correctly followed. Thank you. All right. I don't know exactly what that means. So I'm going to have to message the customer. Let's try to figure out what this customer wants, because they're saying meet at the door, but they're saying they're not going to tip me if I ring the doorbell or if I knock. Let's see. So I'll send them a message saying, I will leave your order at the door since your instructions say not to knock. Thank you. Very weird. And then he says, thank you. I'm like, well, don't put meat at the door for your drop off. You're crazy. That's probably why they're knocking at your door. You're saying to meet at the door. It's like, how am I supposed to not knock if you don't want me to if you want me to meet you at the door but yet not knock? Those are contradictory statements. Really, really weird. People are so strange in this job, let me tell you. All the different types of characters, but that's the world for you. It's filled with all kinds of unusual types of people. It takes all kinds to make a world, I guess. Maybe they don't understand what the word meat is. Maybe they think it's food when it says meat at the door, like there's food at the door. Maybe their English is just that bad. I mean, why would you select that option? And then put those really strict instructions to not contact the customer. It's like, don't contact me, but contact me. Oh man. So I believe the order I'm dropping off is the one in my delivery box, not the one on the floor of my car, if I'm not mistaken. I'm gonna have to double check the number and the name before I grab it to make sure. Alright, it's gonna be coming up, I believe, on the right hand side. Oh no, it's on the left. Okay, let's see. I'm looking for the number. It says it's here on the left. It's not there. None of those numbers match up. Oh, it's this very first one. Oh, it is that one. It is this one. Pump up. Oh. Hazard lights. Alright, let's confirm. What is the name of the customer on that one? Alright, we got the right one. It's the one to my immediate right. It's this one right here. Alright, let's go. Alright, all done. I'm telling you, people make no sense. Next up, 7 minutes, 2.9 miles. A house, it requires a PIN, and it's also a meet at the door. And this one says to knock on the door. Alright, you got it. Not a problem. I can knock. This one is a meet at the door and they want me to knock. And the other one was a meet at the door and don't knock, or you won't get the tip. Nothing more pleasant than when a customer has a nice message threatening to not give you the tip if you don't obey their command. So courteous. Oh, there was a lady inside of McDonald's, and man, she was so irritated with the customer service she was getting. She said, "I'm here to pick up for number such and such," and they're like, "Oh, okay, well, we're still working on somebody else's, but yours is after theirs." And she's like, "Well, I'm not gonna wait all day." Because that was her response. "I'm not gonna wait all day." And then about, I would say about 5 minutes after she made that statement, she says another statement to them. She says something like, "This is the worst customer service I've ever experienced." I'm like, oh, waiting 5 minutes is the worst customer experience she's ever experienced. She was being so dramatic, and I was just trying to not make eye contact with her because I knew she was desperately trying to suck me into a conversation with her so she can go on a total, negative party where she's going to say nothing but complaints to me and really get loud. And I was like, oh no, you're not sucking me into the drama. I'm gonna pretend like I'm just reading a news article on my phone, or I'm texting somebody on my phone, just so I don't have to make eye contact with you. And inevitably, I did get my stuff, and now I'm good. good to go. Uh-oh, the navigation's freaking out. It doesn't know what it's doing. Okay, it's realigning. So I still got 1.9 miles to go. I don't know why the app is freaking out. Oh, I should have made a left at the previous turn. That's why. Oh shoot. Man, this is going to be difficult. The app is going to try to make me drive across a really busy intersection. Oh man, I should have turned at the other light. Oh well, it's too late now. I can't go back. I don't want to add even more miles to this drive. I'm just going to have to be really careful when I make my turn and hope there's just not a huge amount of traffic going on I think is it Cactus? Yeah. Gosh darn it. I hate to have to cross these really busy streets. They're so dangerous. People always drive at such crazy different speeds. You'll have one car going like 30 miles an hour. Then another car is going 50 miles an hour at the same time, and you're like, wow, you don't know when to go. You're like, wait till then other cars are coming the other direction. It just makes it really complicated to do a drop-off. I mean, to get across the road. It's coming up next, the party road, Star Avenue. Man, this is not going to be fun. All right, let's take a look what I'm dealing with. There's no cars on the left. There's no cars on the right. Oh, I made it. Okay, worked out. I guess it's because it's still early in the morning and it's Saturday. If this had been a weekday, I would have been in big trouble. Whew. 0.9 miles to go. I don't know what they're building on my left. Maybe a school? I don't know, I can't tell. Customers watching me, they must be hungry. I see their little blue icon. They got their app open and they're just counting the minutes, hoping I show up on time. They're probably frothing at the mouth, dying of hunger. Looks like I'm going to be taking St. Rose Parkway all the way back because this drop-off is really close. I mean, unless it dead ends. I'm not 100% sure where I'm at. According to the map, St. Rose Parkway is right near me, so I'll probably, when I leave here, I'll make a right and head towards St. Rose Parkway. And then I'll head for home like I usually do. Wow, this navigation took me the longest way possible to get over here. I've never come to this street from this direction before. It's a first. Alright, make a left on this street here. Yep, this street here, and then it's going to be, I think, on the right-hand side. Looking for the address. Not that one. It's this one. Made it. Let's get that PIN number. Thank you. Hello. Good. Do you have the PIN number?
It's 5589.
Okay, great. Thank you. Easy breezy, no problems. The customer was waiting for me with his door open. I made it super simple. No problems. We're all done with that one. 3 more to go. $17, 14 miles. No. We gotta make, what did I say? Yeah. So we've only done 2 deliveries now, 2 jobs. Supposedly I have to do a total of 5, right? So I got 3 more jobs to do. And let's see, I've made a $12 one and an $11 one. So that's $23 and change that I've made so far, which is almost halfway to goal. So see what I'm saying? If I just think about the number of jobs I'm doing, and I also think about the minimum amount of money I'm going to accept, the worst case scenario is I would end up with $45 after doing the 5 jobs, which would be fine as well. And sometimes, like yesterday, I only had to do 4 jobs yesterday, not 5 to get the $50. So sometimes it's only 4 jobs I have to do, but just to be realistic, I always just say 5. And now I'm going to be dead miling. I don't usually get anything when I'm way over here on the other side of town. I just have to dead mile. It's going to probably be about 3 or 4 miles before I get an offer. The only real plus about this road that I'm on is that you can go about 55, 60 miles an hour, which means I can quickly get back to a hot spot. $10.50 for 5.2 miles. And that's $2. That is $2 for every mile, except turn off my go offline on Uber Eats, and I'll tell you about the next one. I got the next offer from DoorDash. I'm gonna go to the Broken Yolk Cafe. I'm gonna get $10.50 for 5.2 miles. This one's fine. I'm very happy to see that I got something right away after I dropped off that last one. So I did very little dead miling. I think maybe a mile or a mile and a half of dead miling before I got this offer. So once again, I'm back to getting paid, and I currently only have 14 miles on the car. And after I complete this job, I'll have 23, 30, I think I'll have about $35 after I complete this one. And the only concern about this one is that it's taking me even further away from my zone when I do the drop-off. So I'm going to be in Southern Highlands, and there really isn't a lot of work over there. So basically, once I drop it off, I've got to come all the way back over to this side of town again before I get my next job. So, and that will be job number 4. So yeah. So all is good, really. I mean, the only real downside, of course, is that I will eventually have to dead mile at some point just to get back over to this very spot where I accepted this offer. And the Broken Yolk is in the same shopping center as the McDonald's that I just picked up from. And I may just park at the McDonald's because usually by the Broken Yolk, it's hard to get parking. So, but I'll make the attempt. I'll at least try. I'll try to get us a good spot by the Broken Yolk, and if nothing's available, I'll head over to McDonald's and park in one of the mobile pickup spots. This particular shopping center, I think it has way too many restaurants in it and not enough parking. It has like all these places that are popular for people to go to, but the number of parking spots they have, there's just not that many. Exit. Let's see what I'm dealing with here. Oh, 2 people are leaving. Nice. Well, looks like I'll be okay. Oh boy. Got a lot going on here. Okay. Go ahead, girl. You were there first. You were there first, girl. I understand. You want that spot. Take it. You take that one. I'll take this little one. You take the big spot. I'll take the little spot. Let's go in. There's about a 5-minute wait. All right, let's see here. Continue with pickup. Take a photo of the receipt. Come on, hello. Click. Done. Confirm. All right, we're going to be traveling. It looks like a house, and it's a leave at the door, and they said to please ring the bell. 10 minutes, 4 miles. They didn't give me a gate code, so I'm a little bit nervous about that, but we'll just wait and see what happens once I get there. Restaurant was crowded, which I'm not surprised considering it is Saturday. So there were a lot of people in there, but they have a lot of employees that work at this location, and they're all pretty good. It's very efficient. And the only problem that happened when I was inside of the Broken Yolk was that the restaurant did not know what type of toast the customer wanted, and they were asking me if I knew. So I went into the app and slowly started reading all the items that they had ordered, and I finally got to the section of where they ordered the toast, and it said they wanted white bread. So that's what I told them. They want white bread toast. And they said, okay. And that's when they started on the toast. And that was really what was holding me up the longest, was the toast. And then they also wanted this like latte, chocolate latte or something, mocha latte. And they don't prepare the drink until the driver arrives. So I also had to wait for that. And so, yeah, that's what took so long. But everybody was civilized in there. There was nobody gave me any attitude. Everybody was friendly and courteous. There was no problems at all. Everyone kept it professional in there. So no problem. So yeah, and the time is 8:48, and this is job number 4. So only one more to do after this, and I'll be done. So it looks like the strategy today is paying off. Doing the $9 minimum, $2 for every mile, is working out for my $50 goal. And yeah, there's no problems today. I mean, I'm sort of on autopilot today. I'm not in any kind of I'm not very enthused about working. Of course, the money is great today. It's working, but I do this job every day, 7 days a week. So it's hard to really be, no matter if it's a good day or a bad day, I'm usually like the same. I don't really care, especially because I don't really have any aspirations to make a huge sum of money. So there's no sense of adrenaline when I achieve my goal, because it's a very minimal basic goal to hit the $50. And even if I go over and let's say I make like $60, $65, it's still not a big deal. So to me the interesting is like, to me the exciting parts are really all about when interesting things happen during the delivery process, memorable moments. Then I'm like, hey, this is cool. Well, look at that. I've never seen this before. And oh wow, look at this new whatever, like I've never seen this before, and I've got to come back here on my free time and check this out. That's what makes the job fun. Or sometimes you'll meet quirky people who are memorable, and then that makes the day fun too. Someone will say something out of the ordinary, and then that'll make it fun. So that's really about it. This whole aspect of how much money I'm gonna make and all that, that's really for you guys on YouTube that you know, you guys really want to know because, you know, a lot of you guys that watch these videos, you're doing this, you know, because you want to make some good money. So I can understand that. And you want to know what it's like in Vegas, doing gig work in this part of town. So at least you guys can enjoy that. And that's why I try to emphasize the money when I'm showing you guys stuff, because I know as an audience you guys want that. So I'm like, okay. But for myself personally, since I do it every day and I have such a low goal, and it's like more of a hobby than anything. For me, it's more about the experiences that I get. People watching, things that I see, that I observe, seeing the state of humanity and all its strange formations, stuff like that. So we got about another 5 minutes, 1.8 miles, and based on where the app is taking me towards, there are many communities in this area where they don't have gates. So I don't think the customer forgot the gate code. I think that wherever they live, there's no gate. So I think we're gonna be fine. Coming up ahead is the 15 freeway. If you're a local and you live on the, if you're a local here, you never get on the 15 freeway. It is a horrible freeway that all the people from out of town go on to get to the Las Vegas Strip. And as locals, we do everything we can to avoid the 15 freeway because it really jams up, especially near the Las Vegas Strip. And then of course anywhere on a Sunday when people are going out of town, it really jams up because everybody's leaving at the same time to go back to California on a Sunday morning. So yeah, we don't get on that freeway. I always do everything I can to just take the street to get over here, if at all possible. The freeway that the locals take is like the 215. That's for the locals. We all take that, and people who are from out of town, they never get on that freeway because that's the freeway that takes locals to other suburban neighborhoods. I think the only locals that take the 15 are people that either live on the Las Vegas Strip, because some people do live on the Las Vegas Strip, or if you live in North Las Vegas, you will probably take the 15. That's really about it. Those are the majority of the people that are locals that will get on that freeway. And now we're officially in Southern Highlands. They don't have a lot of restaurants here for some reason. I don't know why. A lot of people live over here and the houses are pretty, but they don't have many restaurants over here. I don't know. I'm not exactly sure why they never built more restaurants in this part of town. They have the basics over here. You know, they got a McDonald's and Taco Bell and all the, but they don't have like nice restaurants over here. So everybody always has to come to the part of town where I'm always picking up food in to get good food. Like for example, what I just got right now, the broken yolk. They had to order it from way over where I was at to get it because there's nothing over here that is as good. After I drop this off, I could take Cactus all the way back, or I can, I'll have to figure out what I want to do. What is this navigation saying? Go straight and around the bend. I might go back the way I came. I think I might luck out again with something from that restaurant, the Broken Yolk, or maybe another good McDonald's. I'll try it. Can't hurt. Coming up on the ride after this big giant truck, maybe even before. It's after. I'm looking. I don't see you yet. Maybe this one? It is this one. Throw my hazards on. And then they said, leave at the door, but they said ring the bell, right? Yeah, ring the bell, please. Okay, got it. Thank you. Alright, that's all done. No problems. I rang the doorbell. I left the food on the doormat. Everything's good. One more to go. I'll really take, ideally it'd be nice to get an offer that takes me all the way back into my area. So I'll be on the lookout for an offer that is less than $2 a mile, but an offer that's taking me back to where I want to be, close to my house, so that way I can just be done. So now I've got to watch the map more closely to make sure I don't miss out, because before, normally I would just look for an offer that's $2 for every mile and that's it. But now it's in my best interest, since I only got to do one more, to get an offer that's going to take me back to where I live. So we'll see what happens. Right now the app is silent. Oh shoot, I've got to put on my Uber Eats. Let me turn that back on. Alright, Uber Eats is on. Normally I would take Cactus all the way back, but there's not. I have today I have gotten two jobs from that area where the McDonald's and the broken egg are, and that rarely ever happens. What is this? Shopping for 17 items, no thanks. $11 for 7 miles. Shopping for too many items. Pick up a package from a stranger, $9.84 for 9 miles. I never do those. I would never go to a stranger's house and pick up a random package. I don't know what they're giving me. It doesn't tell you any information. It just says package and then go to some stranger's house. It's like, I don't want to get kidnapped. I don't know what kind of illegal object they're gonna put in my car. So I never do those. There's no security check that Uber Eats does to make sure these packages are safe to be placed in my car. At least when I go to the restaurants, I know whatever they're getting me is safe. There's nothing that's going to explode in my car. $4.50, 3 miles. So yeah, I never take those offers. I don't care how much money they are, I ignore them. I'm like, immediate decline. Same thing with Walmart. I'm like, immediate decline. I'm not dealing with Walmart. $3.03, 4.5 miles now. Weather's getting more cloudy. The sun keeps peeking in and out at this point. The wind is not bad. It's windy, but it's not extreme. And the temperature now is 83 degrees. The time, it's 9 a.m. I got 19 miles on the car, and I'm getting 60 miles to the gallon. It feels really humid today. Whenever it gets like this, I feel a little bit short of breath. Makes it hard to make the videos, and chit chat with you guys, but every time I take a breath, I just make some words come out. I'm like, what else can I tell you guys about? Whew. But I do not like humidity, let me tell you. If I had to live in a southern state, forget it. I would move immediately. I cannot handle humidity at all. It's just not in me. I'm used to living in the dry Southwest. I'm not adjusted to that type of climate. Maybe if I was young and I moved to a southern state, I would adapt. But Now I'm too old. I can't even handle it. Same thing with cold. I can't handle the cold weather or the snow. It is so unpleasant. It's not even funny. This desert heat is rough sometimes, but it's not as bad as freezing cold. I can tell you that right now. So when it gets so cold in the wintertime, I swear I don't even feel like I'm alive anymore. I start to feel like I'm just in a nightmare. So even though it gets to 120 over here, I'd rather have that with air conditioning. I'd rather have that and live in air conditioning than have to sit by a fire in some place that is super, super cold. So right now, like I had said before, we're just dead miling. Right now we're just at that point where we got no work. Just wasting miles on the car because we're not in an area that normally gets any work. And this is the classic problem with being a delivery driver, is that you'll get an offer that seems to be fair, but the moment you drop the offer, the job off or the food or whatever, when you drop it off, you don't get anything. The app is just completely silent. And you can try to just sit there like in the area where you're at, but you won't. What is this guy doing? Why is this guy getting out of his van? Really? You got all the way out of your van because you needed a rag? That's all he wanted. He must not be a very prepared driver. I always keep rags in the front seat of my car at all times. Oh, that's people. Oh, now he has to spit again. He's also been spitting nonstop. He's one of these spitters. An habitual spitter. I don't know. I think that's like a bad habit. That's like nose picking. Some people, when they're young, especially men, obviously men, they get in this habit of spitting, and then they can't stop doing it. $18 for 9 miles. Where am I dropping off at? And where do I have to go? Should I take this one? That's an awful lot of items. 23. And where is this Albertsons at? Oh well, I'm just gonna take it and I'll be done. Oh boy. And of course I'm going the wrong way to get there. Fantastic. Now it's saying make a U-turn and go all the way back. Great. Maybe I shouldn't have taken this one. Now it's adding on an extra half a mile because I went the wrong way. Oh God. What a disaster. Maybe I shouldn't have taken this one. Oh boy. Oh, I forgot to turn off Uber Eats. Okay, I got the next one. It's from DoorDash. I'm going to be going to Albertsons and shopping for 2 customers. I got to shop for 23 items. I'm going to get $18.25 for 8.9 miles. What a disaster. Why did I take this one? I don't know what I was thinking. All I needed was $10 more. Let's see if I make this light. Alright, well at least I made this light. That light takes forever normally. Alright, navigation. Where do I go? How do I get there? There's a, the drop-offs are probably going to be somewhere up here in Anthem because it's a 4-mile drive to get to the grocery store. So basically 4.5 miles to get to the grocery store, Total is 9 miles, so 4.5 miles dedicated to getting to these houses or apartments or whatever, drop-offs. So that's about 2.5 miles a person. So yeah, so the drop-off should be really close to the grocery store. And I think I was really hesitant to take this job because it's going to make me go over the $50 goal, number one. I'm like, well, I don't really need this much money. So I was hesitant. And another reason I was hesitant is that there were more items than there was money. So that made me hesitant as well. I'm like, 24 items I need to usually get paid at least $22 at least normally for this many items. But every once in a while, I'll get a shopping order that seems like it's hard because it has a lot of items, and it turns out that the items that are large in quantity are really just these little tiny things like different cans of soup or different types of produce, just individual ones. So that may happen in this particular circumstance, and then I'll be just fine for doing the shopping. And then the pluses for why I took this is that it's taking me back closer to my part of town, or at least the same distance. Like, I'm not going to deliver to the Las Vegas Strip. At least I don't think so. I hope not. I wanted to zoom into the map, but I was driving, so I couldn't really focus my full attention on where the drop-offs were located for this shopping. So, I mean, no, I should be fine, because once again, the miles are low for the drop-off. So I'm not going to go that far away from the Albertsons. So yeah, so that's why I took it. So everything should be fine. Just crossing my fingers right now that there's no cases of water or cases of soda. Those are the things that I do not want to have to shop for. Man, now the sun's coming back out. It's 81 degrees right now. It's 9:09. I should be done. I should be done by about 9. By 10 o'clock, I should be done with the day. And so what does that come out to? 7:30, 8:30, 9:30. I think that's only like 2.5 hours. So, and then the drive back home. So once again, about 3 hours total for the day, which is normal. So yeah, everything once again is still pretty normal. And then miles on the car should only total about, let me see, so 2, 9, so I should end up with about 35 miles on the car when all is said and done. So that's right there at my ceiling level too. I try to not do any more than 35 miles a day on the car. I must do the lowest miles of any other DoorDash driver. I mean, one that works every day. Because what does that come out to? If I only do an average of 35 miles, 365 days a year, that's a little over, only like 13,000 miles a year. That's pretty reasonable. A lot of people talk about the wear and tear this job puts on their car. But I think most people, the average person, puts about that many miles on their car every year. So I don't think I'm doing anything unreasonable. And then as far as gas goes, you guys see how fuel efficient this car is. So I'm not wasting a lot of money on gas either. I usually only spend about $2.50, maybe $3 a day on gas. And I put gas in the car like every other week. I think that's about it. So I think I'm in a good situation. And it really helps to think of this as being like supplemental income, like it's like a social security check. It's like, oh, I get a $1,500 social security check, an extra, a little extra. And then also I get exercise, which is good for my health, so that's another plus in doing this. I'll get out. And then of course I'm lifting stuff, it's good for the muscles. I'm lifting things all the time, and I'm walking, so that's good. I'm interacting with people, so I've got to have my social skills have to be on point. So that keeps me from becoming one of these old grumpy old men who barely say 2 words for the whole day. So that is helpful. That's another reason why I like doing these YouTube videos, is that it really gives me a chance to speak, to tell you, to say things. Because like most men are, we don't say a lot. Like if this camera wasn't on, I would barely be speaking at all. And in fact, most people who know me find that I don't really speak hardly at all, which is true. I really don't speak a lot, because I just don't really have a lot to say. But when I'm on YouTube, and I know it's a part of the experience is to share with people what's going on, it's sort of a requirement that you have to talk. So I have the ability to turn on and talk. So that's what it is, and that's what I do. Where do I normally park? 17 items is what it says now. This is really not going to be bad. It originally listed it as being much higher, but this is not bad at all. I'm going to park over here on the left and then just head on in. Seven bananas, turkey pinwheels, ground turkey, chicken wings, both customers want water. Fantastic. Doritos, Louisiana chicken fry, very hard to find. Taco sauce, Diet Coke, apple juice, coffee, donut shop, Chobani creamer, peach mango splash, berry punch, strawberry lemonade, Pillsbury graham buttermilk. We're done. Let's go. Whew, man, that was a lot of work. I was hustling. The nicest thing about this one is that it's over. Wow. I had a hard time finding that Louisiana chicken rub or whatever the heck it was. It said it was in aisle 11. It wasn't in aisle 11. It was over near the meat, in the meat department. And I was totally lost. I was like, wow, I guess I'm not going to be able to find it. So I just kept an eye out for it, and when I was backtracking to pick up the Doritos, I saw it out of the corner of my eye and got it. So that was the hardest thing to get. And then it was just really hard separating the orders because both customers ordered a case of water. So that made it challenging. Now we're going 5 minutes, 1.7 miles to a house. It's a leave at the door. I have no gate code. Hopefully there's no gate. I hope. Hoping and praying. And I've got to go through that traffic roundabout, the traffic circle roundabout, where they have a lot of construction going on. So I don't know how difficult it's going to be to navigate the traffic circle to drop off this first customer's order. I think there's another route I can take to bypass the traffic circle, which I may end up doing. It may cost me more miles to do it, but I think it's a real hassle to go through the traffic circle right now with the construction. I mean, it is Saturday, so there's a chance that they're not doing the construction, so it should be smooth sailing. Oh boy. I'll have to decide what I want to do. It's coming up. How far away is the drop-off? Let's see. Well, it says that theoretically I could take a different route. I think I'm going to. I don't want to deal with the stress. I'd rather just eat more miles than deal with that traffic circle. That's how badly I don't want to do it. So I'm going to hop over here and go this way, just so I don't have to deal with the mess. And I can't see the traffic circle right now because of this hill. And for all I know, the entire circle is closed, so I don't want to deal with it. And I know this road will lead me back to where I want to go, so that's what I'm going to do. It may add like a quarter of a mile, I don't know. And the customer order I'm dropping off is customer A. So that's the one that's in my back seat. So that's the first one I'm dropping off, the one in the back seat, not the one in the trunk. And it's easy to get them confused because they both have cases of water. But the customer in my back seat has the purified water, not the Arrowhead. So that's kind of helpful. Boy, I get so easily confused when the orders have similar items. Just have to I'm just gonna just double check. The app will show me pictures of the items, so I'll be sure to look at the water. That's what I'm gonna focus on. Like, okay, what is the brand of water for this delivery? And that's how I'll be able to 100% confirm I'm dropping off the right order. I think the only other difference I can think of off the top of my head is the creamer. I think they also ordered a Chobani creamer. So yeah, should be alright, I guess. Everything's gonna work out just fine. I'm gonna turn off the order request. So I'm not accepting any more job requests. I just immediately want to go home. After I drop this off, I am pooped. I'm ready to go. 100% ready to go. No ifs, ands, or buts. Wow, this traffic circle is really busy today. I'm really surprised. Not normally this many cars on the road. Normally when I come up here, I'm the only car up here because all these people are at work. Not today. All these people are not at work. They're all at home having a good time. Just 0.1 more miles to go, another minute. I'll definitely have to make several trips to drop it off. I hope the front door is close to the street, to the curb. Okay, it looks like it's going to be this first house on the left. Yeah, first house on the left, and their front door is over here on this street, which is really weird. It's like the names of the streets don't match up with the with the street names. It's really easy to get confused. Let's do it. I think I can carry these things together. Okay, so that's dropped off and we have some problems. There's no internet. I'm trying to get it to load up and it is taking forever to load. Let me see if I can use my Google Maps to help me out. And that's just spinning too. I better just start driving. I think it's saying for me to go this way. That's what it's saying, go this way. 7 minutes, 2.2 miles. Even my Google Maps was just spinning, and I thought I had downloaded onto my phone this entire area, but I guess not, because it was trying to access the internet to figure out how to do this next drop-off. That was really confusing. I was really just eyeballing visually on the map because the street names themselves didn't really make sense. They kept the street names kept changing all over the place on the signs. So I was like, well, this is you know, the drop-off icon shows this is the particular house. Oh boy. This navigation, I swear. For all I know, I dropped off at the wrong house. What I did when I finally got internet, just to take a picture of the drop-off location, I had to take a picture from my car of the house. So I just took a faraway picture of the house I was dropping off at, so that a customer could see it was their house and their address. And that was all I could really do, because whenever I tried to go near the house, I would lose phone service. Man, traffic up here is so unusually busy. So that was a hard one. That was a very hard drop off, and I have a little bit of concern that I've dropped off at the wrong house. I mean, I'm 80% sure I dropped off at the right house, and only because of where the mapping pin showed the house to be was exactly where I was at. But the street names on the signs, let me tell you, it's confusing as all hell. And the house had an address, not just on the address location was on the front of the house, and the garage was on the back side of the house, and they had an alley in the back. So it was really scrambling my brain, just trying to figure out, well, where do I go to drop this off? So hopefully I made the right call. Usually if it's the wrong call, the customer will immediately, my phone will start ringing, and the customer will be like, I didn't get my order, it's not, you didn't drop it off at the right house or whatever, and I'm like, oh, sorry, and I'll head back over there. Oh man, now I gotta cross this major boulevard. Oh boy. Is any cars coming? Is this a major boulevard? What is this? I've never seen this road before. Is this a new road? I have never seen this road before. Via Nobilia. I have never seen. That must be something new. A brand new road that they made that I've just never driven on. I know they were constructing a road for the longest time, and I would see it when I would drive by. But that was the first time I've ever seen it. As a matter of fact, this road I'm driving on, I think this road is brand new as well. I don't think this road existed either. At least portions of it only existed, I think. I think this used to dead end. This is wild. Now I've got to get used to all these new roads over here. Make a left at the next turn. Alright. I kind of feel like I'm in unfamiliar territory because of these new roads. 0.5 miles to go. Leave at my door. My house is yellow door by pool area across from mailboxes. Please call if you get lost. Oh! I almost crashed myself. Oh dear, my bag delivery box almost slid off. Almost missed my turn. Oh my My goodness. I'm glad this is the last one. I am all over the place. I didn't realize that the turn was going to come up so quickly. It snuck up on me. Oy, oy, oy. Don't turn here, but turn at this next left. I can't turn at that next left. They have a concrete divider that blocks me, so I gotta go this way. They put a barrier to making a left where the navigation said to make a left. So now I've got to go all this extra way, an extra half a mile. So that means that this job is not just an extra half a mile more than what they quoted. It's an extra mile. So it was one more mile than what I was originally quoted due to these changes in the road conditions. Can't wait to drop this off, let me tell you. The last one's always the hardest one, they say. My delivery box is all out of whack now. Oh boy, it's gonna be on the, wow, this is a narrow road. Wow. Extremely narrow. I hope I'm going the right way. I hope this isn't a one-way road. Okay, it's gonna be this next turn. And it should be on the right-hand side. Oh, shoot. Those are all garages. I've got to drop it off over here by the pool. Wow. Terrible design. Alright, I guess I'll do the groceries first and the water last. I don't want to take the flatbed. There's a curb. Thank you. So far, so good. Just get the water and we'll be done. So glad that's done. Can you believe one of those customers actually did not tip at all? It was mandatory what they paid. That is so rude. I cannot believe somebody would have the nerve to order groceries and not tip. Obviously that one customer, it was the first customer I believe that was the rude one, because they were the ones that didn't even put any instructions at all. And this customer was very friendly in her messaging. So that's my guess, is that the first person we dropped off at was the one that didn't tip. And even the second one, she only tipped $5. And that's the only reason why. Uh-oh, am I gonna be able to get out of here? Oh no, it's the dead end. Gosh darn it. Oh man, I've gotta go a long way to get back. What a terrible drop off. Oh man. It's the terrible ending to the day. I've got to go really far out of my way to get back on course.